How come there was nothing bad to say during the After the Altar episodes, but now you guys are divorced? But I get it. Netflix wants drama, so they were like, yeah, Sal, bring your new girlfriend. I was never worried about you. Like, girl, that was shady. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayne. In this video, we will be reviewing the Love is Blind After the Altar 3 little episodes that they just released. I had no idea that Netflix was releasing After the Altar. I wasn't very excited about it just because a few weeks ago, Ayanna and Jared and Danielle and Nick posted on Instagram that they were getting divorced. Yes, both couples announced they were getting divorced. So when I saw that Netflix released this After the Altar, I kind of felt like, why? Like, we don't care anymore. None of the couples are together, so I just feel like, what is the point? I don't know who asked for this. Like, I know they did it for season 1, but since no one's together, it's like, who asked for this? They could have skipped this, in my opinion. But I watched it because I wanted to do a review for you guys. So I have my notes. Let's get into it. I won't be discussing every single couple just because there's a few couples that I don't particularly care for. I basically fast forward whenever they came on camera, and that would be Kyle and Diptyque. I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. A few people were saying that they don't believe that they are a real couple. I don't know. I just don't care. So I will be discussing the couples that I cared about and the ones that had something going on that didn't really seem like fake drama. So let's start with Shayne and Natalie. I just can't. Shayne says that the doors will always be open for Natalie, and my question is why? He admitted that even after the wedding, they tried to be together again. It was just like off and on, off and on, off and on. They would get back together, break up, and it seemed like a roller coaster. It seemed like they were doing the same thing over and over again. So why is the door still open? And even after this whole like Shayne and Shaina DMing each other ordeal, like he still feels like the door's open for her, and I don't understand why. No, the door needs to be closed. If you keep trying at something and it's not working, like there's a sign. It's not gonna work out for you guys. Just move on. We don't want to see you guys together. Just absolutely no. However, Natalie says the doors are closed, and I was like, yes, the doors are closed. Like, come on, bro. Like, Shayne needs to move on. Natalie does not want him, and he needs to move on. I have to say that during the entire season, I was not a fan of Shaina, but now, after watching After the Altar, I feel like I've changed my mind. I feel like Natalie needs to move on. Shaina has moved on with her life. She has a new man. She's engaged, happily engaged it seems, and she's still stuck. Natalie is still stuck on the fact that she saw messages between Shayne and Shaina while they were together and while Shaina was with her now fiance. Natalie, we don't care. I don't understand why she is still bothered by this. Like, move on. It's been, it's been over a year now. Like, Shaina has moved on. You should definitely move on. Shayne and Shaina have moved on with their lives. I mean, it seems like they're really good friends. They're just friends. They've said that so many times. I don't know why she can't get it through her head. Shayne and Shaina are friends and they're happy, and she's just miserable, like dwelling on these DMs that no one has seen. And I don't understand why everyone believed Natalie about these DMs. Like, she never came with the receipts. She just came with a story about Shayne and Shaina DMing each other, but no receipts. I don't believe her. I think she came back on the show. She's not seeing anyone. and she needed a storyline, and so she made this up. I don't believe it. I mean, no. Sorry, Natalie, I don't believe it at all. Ayanna and Jared, I am the most disappointed that they are getting a divorce. I honestly didn't see it coming. When they posted it on Instagram, I was like, what? They seemed so in love, and it just seemed like their personalities were perfect for each other. Ayanna's complaints are that Jared still stays out. This was an issue at the beginning of the marriage, maybe before they got married. I don't even remember, but I felt like this was an issue a while ago. I don't understand why he would get married and still continue to stay out. Apparently he works 9 to 5, and then he has a second job as a security guard slash bartender. It's not really clear, and he stays out until 7 a.m. finishes work at 2:30 or 2, whatever, doesn't matter, and only gets home around 7 a.m. and I feel like that's unacceptable for a married man. I don't know, in my mind Jared was like 36-ish, but he's actually only 31. I feel like as a married man, that is unacceptable and disrespectful to your wife to be coming home at 7 a.m. multiple times a week. It's not okay. Ayanna says that he doesn't know his limit, and when he's out with his friends, he just keeps going and going. He even said himself that he is the life of the party. The party starts when he gets there and it ends when he leaves. I feel like I really connected with Ayanna in this situation because I've been in a situation like this where I was in a relationship with someone who didn't know their limit. They're on level 100 all the time. They can never just have like 1 or 2 drinks. They have to drink until they're wasted, and it's annoying and it's stressful. And if you're not on the same vibe as that person, it just doesn't work. If she's like, oh, I want to go home early, I want to go to bed, you know, and then he's like, I want to party on weeknights until 7 a.m. It's a little crazy and inappropriate. And I felt like he could have put more effort into just not doing that, not staying out all the time, and just tried to make it work. Like she said, she brought the issue up to him multiple times and she didn't see any changes, which obviously it's annoying. And so she made a decision to move out, which I completely understand. That's so stressful. Like, you're waiting up for him to come home and he already comes home at 7 a.m. Like, that's crazy. Like, if tables were turned and she was doing that to him, like staying out late and coming home at 7 in the morning, he would be so annoyed and he would not think that that was acceptable. So the fact that he's doing it to her, it's a no. And I completely understand why she moved out. So her excuse, defense for him, I feel like it's something that he probably told her. Apparently he had a very strict upbringing, and now that he has his freedom, he overindulges and he wants to party and have fun, and I understand that. However, he is 31 years old. He just got married. I'm sure you've had a lot of time to enjoy your freedom, and now it's time to grow up. Literally, Jared needed to grow up in this situation, and he failed. He just couldn't grow up. So throughout like all of their scenes, I just kept thinking in my head, like, is Jared an alcoholic? I mean, I have no proof of that, but it was definitely something that I was thinking in the back of my mind. Maybe working at a club is not the best idea for him if he cannot control his drinking. Now, I don't want to just bash Jared. I like the man. I think other than these issues, he's really nice. He's funny, he has a great personality. I do feel like no one's perfect and there are 2 people in the situation. Ayanna, however, she made a few comments that I was like, girl. She made a comment that Jared was very touchy and he's always touching her, and she's like, ugh, get off me. She doesn't like, you know, being touched constantly. And you know what, I can relate. I do find it annoying if a man is like constantly touching me all the time. However, my question is she pushing him away? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he like touching her? I mean, obviously that's the way that he shows love and affection, and I feel like she needs to appreciate that more. And my question is, when he is doing that, is she pushing him away sometimes, like out of annoyance? I don't know. And then she also said that she hates saliva, so that means she hates kissing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure no one will admit that they love saliva, but I mean, if you're kissing your significant other, there's some saliva. And I'm sure she could be a bit more affectionate towards him, I think. But the whole like comments of like, oh, he doesn't stop touching me, or like I hate saliva, I feel like it's a little bit like negativity, you know? And I'm sure he has to feel rejected at some point. Just to close it all out with Jarette and Iyanna, my final question is, why is Jarette on the show? I don't mean to bash him, but he seems like he's not over his bachelor lifestyle. He seems like he still wants to go out and have fun, and I don't think he's ready to be married. I mean, I was thinking like maybe he needs someone that's more like him, like he needs a wife that loves going out and loves partying, but how long can that last? Like when they have a kid together, there's gonna be a parent that can't really go out all the time, you know? So it's not realistic. I feel like he does need to grow up and get serious, and it's really sad that he lost Iyanna. So Danielle and Nick, one of the couples that posted on Instagram that they got a divorce. Again, I don't understand why they were able to post that before after the altar came out. I feel like that just ruined it for everyone, but whatever. They are not divorced. However, on the show, they portray this like perfect marriage. They can't see themselves without each other. They can't see themselves single again. Yeah, confused. But now, a few months later, they're divorced. It doesn't make sense. Also, I felt like Nick, I mean, throughout the entire season, but even in the last 3 episodes that were just released, Nick is so invested in other people's relationships when clearly there's a problem with his. Because they're divorced. How come there was nothing bad to say during the After the Altar episodes, but now you guys are divorced? Also, I was really curious. It just made me wonder, like, is there something in the contract saying if you stay married for a year, you get a bonus? Like, were these relationships a sham? Were these marriages a sham? Like, did they just decide, let's stay married for a year, it's just a year, and let's get some bonus money? It was just weird how they both announced that they were getting a divorce within days of each other. It just didn't make sense. I was not gonna talk about Sal and Mallory. They're another couple that I'm really not interested in. However, I was so annoyed when Sal brought his girlfriend Jess. I just felt like I was so uncomfortable and awkward for Mal. I felt so bad for her, but I get it. Netflix wants drama, so they were like, yeah, Sal, bring your new girlfriend. Didn't like her. She was so extra. She was too much. She was like so loud and obnoxious, and I was just like, would you act this way around people that you literally just met? Also, what was she wearing at the 80s party? That was so inappropriate. It was just obvious that she wanted attention. Just, like, okay, fine. She looks good in it. She did look good in the outfit. It was just not the place. Like, no. So at the 80s party, Sal goes up to Mallory, which I thought was unnecessary, and asked to speak to her. And in my head, my initial thought was, why? Like, there is nothing to say. Whatever, he talks to her. She says that she feels awkward and uncomfortable. Here comes his girlfriend Jess, walks over to them. Like, girl, you couldn't find someone else to speak to at the party? Like, you couldn't start up a conversation with someone else? Like, why was she there watching Mal and Sal talk for literally 2 seconds, and then she had to go over there and talk to him? Like, get a life, go socialize. It's a party. Like, it's a party, go talk to people. Like, so she goes over. Can I talk to Mal for a second? Like, why? What do you have to say? You don't even know Mal. So awkward. I felt so bad for Mal. She looked like she wanted to literally die. And I would too. Like, I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh my god. Also, did you guys catch how Jess was like, I was never worried about you? Like, girl, that was shady. I was like, ugh. You were never worried about Mal, but here you are talking to her when you don't even know the girl. Like, Jess needs to go. Jess is annoying. I was like, why is she there? Obviously, she was brought there to cause drama at their weekend getaway. But like, It was stupid drama. We didn't need her to be there. She could have stayed home. And then Sal has the audacity to say that Mal has her walls up. After their conversation, he says, why would they not be up? You guys did not get married. It was an uncomfortable situation. And now you're here at the party with a new girlfriend. Why would her walls be down? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what he wants Mal to do. I don't know what he wants her to say. Does he want Mal to be like, oh, Jess is so cool, like, let's be besties? I don't understand what he wanted. There's nothing to say. Like, I wish you well. Your girlfriend seems nice. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go talk to other people at this party. Like, it was just strange. And then to top it all off, he has a conversation with Jess and thanks her for going over to have a conversation with Mal to make her feel awkward. First of all, why is he even thanking her? This is what I didn't understand. He was talking to Mal, and then Jess comes over and asks to speak to Mal alone, and he leaves like a coward, and then after thanks her for going over to talk to Mal when he has no idea what he even said to her. Suppose she was over there like, oh, you bitch. No. He doesn't even know, but he's over there thanking her. Thank you for going over and speaking to her. You have no idea what was said. Also, she just went over there to tell her that she wasn't even worried about her. Okay, girl. Sal and Jess, bye. We didn't need them in this episode at all. Yeah, this season was a fail. These after the altar episodes were pointless in my opinion, since we already know that the two couples that made it are now divorced. The experiment failed, and I don't think that we needed these 3 extra episodes. They could have just scrapped them. Like, we don't care. There's people online that are saying that they didn't even finish watching the episodes, because it really is like, what is the point? I just need Netflix to get it together and just make the next season great. Okay, that's all I need. I love the show. I loved season 1. Season 2 was trash, and I need Netflix to get it together and make season 3 amazing. We need to see amazing people. We need you to just stop focusing on drama and focus on couples that are actually compatible. Yes, we do love drama, but you know, okay, fine. Have like one dramatic couple, but the rest of the couples, like, they need to actually be compatible, be good couples. Like, I don't know. Also, the recruitment process, like, how are they recruiting these people? Are they going on Instagram and messaging people like, oh, you seem cool, you seem fun, oh, you're pretty, you're attractive, you have nice style, do you want to come on our Netflix show? It's called Love is Blind. I don't know if that's criteria for marriage, you know what I mean? Like, I need them to do better research and find better people to be on this show, because I am invested, I am a fan, but I just want season 3 to be better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you in the next one.